Thank you very much for being here. Welcome.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. Apologize for my poor English, so I'm gonna speak like a 3-year-old girl. Girl, because girls speaks better than boys, right? At this age. Yes, I began in art photography in Bahia, Salvador, Bahia, Brazil, and then I went to advertising. I spent many years, I believe, like more than 20 years doing advertising, and I was first camera assistant, second camera assistant, photography assistant, photographer, DP, and then director. And doing all, I'm very grateful to the advertising, because doing advertising, I could do so many different things. Once I was shooting underwater in a pool with kids. Another day I was shooting beer in a studio, like in a very technical thing. Another day was shooting model, another day shooting whatever. In this field, advertising, you have to learn many skills and do whatever. You know? And I'm very grateful, because this gave me much technical muscles, you know. And we feel, doing advertising, we feel like we could do anything. Yeah, I think we could do. But I was thinking what I was going to speak, to talk to you, and I decided to be very, very honest. Very honest, assuming my error, and yes, there was a thinking about what I did. I think I did a great mistake. I'm not going to speak the first thing of all the great things I did, but I learned so much with this mistake. And this mistake was to forget art. The first steps in my life, advertising, my professional life, was in art, like 20 years before, photography art, and then I went into advertising. I was so focused to do great things in advertising, which is good. I was doing commercials and working hard every day. As I said, technical things, shooting everywhere, good, very, very good. But in a way, I was like some kind of lost, you know, some kind of loss of myself, and say, oh, what I'm looking for, and at one point of my career, I thought I was not that guy, that you know, not bright guy, but that guy that's. I started to lose some works and doing something like that, and I said, oh, I'm doing more advertising and do more advertising, and it was not you know what I have to do. At some point of my life, as I said, I was going to open my heart. It was a revolution in my life. I was married with a wonderful woman, 3 kids, and I broke apart. And that made me to think about to go to analysis and everything. And I was thinking, you know what? I understood that I had to do autoral. It's an autoral work. Because altruistic.
No. His own work.
Yes, my own work.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a word that
And my own work, because in advertising, yes, it's great. We use art. We do some kind of art, yeah. But my own work, I'm my own client. I'm my own director. I do everything, you know. I do not have anyone to tell me what they want. I'm not going to do what someone's like me to do. I'm going to do what I think it's better for me to do. And if people don't like, okay, I'm going to show to my kids. They're going to like it. I'm going to put in my house. Guests will like it. Okay. And that's it. In that moment, I started to think what I was going to do. And I'm from Bahia. I stayed with it's an African descendant. And I don't know why. I didn't even understand now why now I'm quite understanding, but I'm focused in Africa, which is Bahia's mother continent. And I was searching people over there. What should I do? And I find the people in Kenya and Tanzania, and these people, which is people who live with not much money, the tribal people, but they do a work, a big work, which was so magic, and I was like that. And it was Africa that I didn't know, because the East Coast is the Africa who the slaves would come to Brazil and to Bahia, but the other part, the Arabic part, we think we know Africa here in Brazil or in Bahia. We think we know Africa, we don't know. And I started to go over there. It's a kind of a strange feeling. I know, but it's something I recognize, but not so much. It's a strange thing. And I went there. And for 2 times in 2011 and 2012. And are you understanding what I'm saying?
Yes.
More slowly. In general. And I was there. 2 times, and I did, and I was trying to make different things, and I tried to experiment. I tried to do new things as a photographer, and I was alone over there, and I find this technique, which is an analogic technique, which is a sub-exposure underexposure thing, which is the main thing in this work here. And with people with dark skins, it is in the manual of photography. It's like, don't do it thing. And I started to do this thing and to experimentalize, and it's kind of we call it defeito especial, which is a special defect, you know. It's a photography with defects, but anyway, I was trying, and that came to me. But the most thing I'm going to show to you, not now, but I found something that was in my heart. And I'm so happy right now. And my career did like that with this exposure because people went to see, friends went to see, agencies are calling me to do other works that I was like losing before, and they are now like seeing me something new and everything. And this the most the whole idea what I'm saying here today to you with all my heart is, do not forget art. As much as you earn money, as much as you be a good professional, but don't forget art. Because if you forget it, I believe with my whole soul that you are going to decrease. Yes, I believe it. It happened to me. And my salvation, my I don't know, it was I don't thought about it. I was like quite a depression. You remember? I was a part of my wife and my child, and now it's okay, right? But in the time it was so hard. It was like alone. I was in a house with 2-3 kids, a spectacular woman, and everything. And then I was in my apartment, a little apartment, like alone. Went back in Sundays, and I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And I learned it. The art, I can say that art saved me. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, that's nice. But I think, and the second lesson for me is that I believe advertising complements art, my art, and my art complements advertising. Was clear? It was okay? Yeah. Because art refreshed by whole work. And advertising, the muscles, the whole technique, you know, I found it's a perfect, oh Lord, if I thought it before, you know, it's a great, I came up with this thing. But I have to, you know, I have to try, I have to do the good thing, the right thing. But I really think publicity benefits from art, and art, I say pure art. Art, I say when you do your whole work. And don't matter if it doesn't, it's in a gallery or not. Show your kids, show your friends, but do. Never stop doing. That's the main lesson that I had with passing through the whole thing, you know. And I didn't know the audience here before I came, and I decided to show like two commercials, just to know which kind of level we are talking about techniques and everything, you know. Let's see.
Brasileiro é o seguinte, se ele quer, mas não existe.
Ele inventa um avião, uma bossa nova.
Brasileiro, esse sim. Se não existisse,
Tinha que ser inventado. Que nem
Guaraná Antártica.
Do Brasil, essa nação fantástica. Sou Guaraná, Guaraná Antártica. Sou Guaraná, Guaraná Antártica.
This commercial is not from now, it's a bit old, but I choose it because it looks like me, you know. I like to do magic to my kids, you know, easy magic in the bars. I like to do tricks, and this It's people when saw this on TV, they said, "Oh, they make this a tracking thing and everything." It's not. It's it's a. Do you remember this white thing? It's not a sophisticated effect. It's a white thing that I did once and I did twice with one actor and the second actor, and more or less the same. But it doesn't matter because you're talking about you don't see it's like perfect, And so I love to do easy tricks. And easy tricks, when you do with all your heart, when you have something to distract, people do not know the trick, And I think it's my looks like me, this commercial. And it's revolve technique and everything.
Primeira cerveja do Brasil. Aprecie com moderação.
Again, I think this commercial is not a creative commercial. It was Miguel Benfica, our friend's commercial, but it's here to reveal like technique. You are like shooting beer with the product, and it has to be beautiful. It's more to look to photography than the idea here. That's because I brought this commercial here.
Dizem que o brasileiro nasceu para jogar bola. Mas na verdade, o brasileiro nasceu mesmo para voar. Patrocinadora da Seleção Brasileira e transportadora oficial dos campeonatos brasileiros de futebol.
As we are in Copa do Mundo, I had to come with this whole thing. But again, this reveal like technique and everything, and some images here are, you think it's a stock image. It is not. We did it ourselves, and we shoot to look alike stock images, and it wasn't. We shoot at favela, we shoot like hand camera and thing, and it's like a hand, like a handheld things and everything, but it's a very technical commercial too. So it's only to see the level we are talking. And and now this is the word. So I was kind of lost and looking after myself, and I did this trip to Africa, and I was not thinking about doing a great exhibition and everything. I was travel to find myself in this commercial, in this trip, and I think I found it. I think I had to pass through this whole process to find myself. If I could give an advice to you, please don't pass through all I passed to know that you can learn here. But it was very painful, yeah, but I had to, And I think I'm gonna bring me in all my life with this great whole one lesson. I will not fall apart of art. Nevermore. I was I was here in São Paulo. I was working hard. I was earning money, and sometimes I was kind of empty. I am not an empty guy. I was empty because I was, how do you say, running after my own
Chasing your tail.
chasing my tail, you know. And I was like feeding myself with myself, and it's a discussion. I'm not telling you about I'm the great guy. I'm teaching you. I'm not doing that. I'm opening my heart. But this is a discussion about advertising. That advertise feeds from advertise, and it's a great risk. I think we should feed ourselves with projects like this, like the hostel, yes, like bringing people from all around the world to discuss, to hear what's the idea, because it's not everything. It's not inside us, but you can hear life, hear people. You can drink beer with a guy from Cameroon, a guy from London, another from Germany, and discuss about, I don't know, whatever fuck you're gonna discuss about. But I believe with all my heart that each one of you're gonna be greater after this experience, you know. And congratulations to Naked, congratulations to FIFA. It's if all advertising agencies think like that, I think it will be great with the whole people, not only advertising people, the clients, you know, have to show them, because the clients are like that, narrow-minded, that sometimes, and you got to show that. You got to do that. You got to put ourselves in this project and show that is going to be a great word. Show that's going to be great ideas, a great exchanging things. You know, I'm convinced. I'm very glad to be here today because of that. And no, let's talk about Luz Negra. This was 20 days in Africa, in Kenya, and in Tanzania. And the first trip was like the first trip. Yeah, a selfie. I didn't think this photo would be here. It was a 20 days trip in Africa. One to research, another one was focused. In the first one I was chasing whatever I was some kind of lost, looking for, I don't know, animals, textures, people, landscapes. And when I find this sub-exposure thing, so I came back to Brazil with 3 photos. And I said, whoa, I love this. And I said, oh, something is here. Something, I love this guy. Very, very good. And I was, I looked for a Marshall, a gallerist in Rio de Janeiro to show the work, these 3 photos. And he asked me, Robério, you have more? And I had no. But if you say it's a good photo, I'll be back in Africa and I'll do them more. And 1 year later, I was there, and I was focused only in people. And I did not see, I was not chasing animals, textures, landscapes, and I was only chasing people. We went there for like another 20-day trip. And it was a very, very expansion-minded trip. We was there, is anyone from Kenya here or Tanzania? No. People. Last week I saw there was exploding a bomb over there. Did you see it?
Yeah.
It's a conflict area, and we have many conflicts. Not even terrorists, but the people, the tribes, they fight themselves against each other. And I was there. I was sleeping in the savannah with a tent. I was sleeping with the tribes with them, and it was very funny because I had a Land Rover and a bunch of thermal things and with ice, and every day in the lunch I stopped with my cold beer like that. Oh my God, thank you very much. That's refreshing things, and it was there. But besides of this cold beer, I was with something in my stomach that was not so good, that I was not, oh my God, I'm here, I have to do the work, and I was doing, because this technique, I ruined many photos, because it's a very, if you expose correct, it's not what I was looking for. If you underexpose too much, you lost the photo, and it's a very limit, technique. And when I believe in the 7th day, like God created me the 7th day, I believe in the 7th day, I think the light became the black light. That's the name of my not because of that, but the black light came, and I was more comfortable, and I was, yes, now I know what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it, and the trip was okay, in the seventh day, they began. But the name Black Light is because I was shooting. In the first day, this exhibition is here in São Paulo, and in the first place we opened the exhibition was in Salvador, in Bahia, and the Kenya ambassador was there. And he told me, like, with water in his eyes, with tears in his eyes, that my mother was one of the tribes, and I'm so glad you did these photos, because people who go to Kenya, they are chasing animals, or they are chasing misery, and you captured the royalty of our people, and I think he was right, because I was looking there. I was looking this the noble thing. Most of the photos are like that, from the bottom to up, and they are like, I'm going to show you, and they are like, besides they are poor, or I don't know, I'm not comfortable to tell them they are poor, but they live with so many few things. No, they don't have electricity, they don't have much things. They have little things, and but they are rich in spirit. They're very rich in spirit, and I was chasing that. The whole trip I was chasing that, the noble city, and you're going to see they have this beadwork that is plastic. Now they make with plastic, but like 100 years before they made it with seeds, and they were like fur things, lion fur or zebra's fur. But nowadays, there are international organisms that do not let them kill a lion, for example, in the puberty, how do you say, puberty party, puberty ritual, and they used to do that. But nowadays, they don't kill. They are not allowed to kill an animal, a savage animal. And what they did is the third lesson that I learned, and they didn't go on trying to do the same thing that their ancestors did. You know, they adapted. Besides of doing with seeds, oh, it's easier. I'm going to do with bead. It's plastic. Fuck, I'm going to do with plastic. And the significant, the material, they changes the material, but they don't change the significance of the things. Because the beadworks, their ear, how do you say it? Earrings and the necklace. There's a marriage necklace. Some beadwork is only for the warriors. Some beadworks is only for the chief of the tribe, and they all have meanings. And they change the way to do it, but they don't change the meaning of it. I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was a way to adapt, to survive. And for me, it was a beautiful discovery. When I saw this, and I put the whole thing together. You know, I put the sub-exposure thing. I put this adapting to preserve this culture, because if they did not adapt, they maybe they how to say perdeu, they lose some of the cultural aspects, but they adapt and they kept go on. I think this is a jewel. This is jewelry, right? When FIFA said it is in Vogue, the magazine, Vogue magazine, Brazilian Vogue magazine, and yes, I was not trying to do this, but when I was talking with this journalists, they said, Roberto, it's, for me, it is fashion. It is fashion who do not comes out of fashion. It's an ancestral fashion, you know. And I think yes, because for me it's jewelry, and this it's not a common clothes. This is a rectangular piece of cloth, you know. And she puts in a way that she's a princess right here. She's a princess. She's a queen. And yeah, I was trying to the whole focus is to reveal this. Yeah? And I was and some kind. I think it's kind of advertising thing, because we look to something. We try to come out of what's the most special thing on this thing. What I'm going to show up. What I'm going to show people. These products I'm advertising. In which way we can show to the people who have relevance, you know? And I was not thinking about that. I realized it after.
Roberto, can I ask something?
Okay.
I will ask in Portuguese and then in English.
Okay.
But what's the meaning of this cloth for her? What's the meaning of this color for her? Is she not a princess, but is she showing off to the tribe and trying to get married? Or is this a common custom? Or se é uma coisa normal, se é, o que significa para ela? O que ela quer dizer? O que você quis dizer? Para cá a gente está entendendo, parece, claro, mas ela mostra uma cara quase de sofrimento, mas com uma roupa local, um colar bonito. O que ela quer para fora? O que ela queria para a tribo? Você conseguiu captar isso?
No, this is a common clothes. They use it day by day. They use it. You're gonna see all the photos where, especially they had adornments. It's not a day-by-day adornment, but these adornment and other ones, they are a day-by-day thing. And I think it's a way to express and to preserve their culture, because if they do not have this, if they do not respect this, if they do not show this pride wearing these things to their children, their culture is lost. They're anything. They're anything about, but they are anything but their culture, because they are not rich. They are not wealthy, but yes, they are rich and wealthy. No, and they are wealthy because what they have on their hearts, on their spirits. You know, this is plastic. This must be from China or from India. Must be a cheap cloth. You know, but I think answering this question, they are trying to show them and their children or their friends over there that they have pride to be what they are. And another thing, when I was as close as we get to a city, I thought that the tribes was like they do not have this pride, you know. They are quite like they are mixing. Some of them have some of them. It's not a it's not a thing that they should not have cell phones. No, it's not that. I think culture is a mobile thing, and they should go on and transform. But I think what decreases their pride is to como é que é desejar?
Wish.
They wish things that the global societies show that is good for them to have, and they don't have. They can have these things. Yes, it cannot have this thing. You know, like I don't know, cigars and cell phones and everything, and. You know, as we get close to the city, we see that the young ones that was most how to say, we are not with the clothes, we're wearing things from the cities and say, oh, I'm the best one here because I go to the city and I come back and I know everything, and you are here. You know, what? I think they have this kind of thing, you know, and when I was in tribes, in remote places, I felt that they are, the whole tribe was in peace, and the whole tribe had pride, you know. And as you go near the cities, they lose a bit of this pride. Sometimes it looks like a silhouette, but it's not. The Maasai warrior. Can we put the sound, Camila?
Is there sound?
Ah, tá. Dá para colocar?
Mas eu vou ter que só interromper um minuto a imagem.
Ah, depois a gente coloca. Because in the exhibition we have sound, the sound that I captured over there.
The ambient sound.
Ambient sound, yes, in MIS, in the museum.
Did you, when you took the pictures, I saw some of the behind the scenes before. Did they ask to see it?
Yes, yes.
And what was their reaction when they saw it?
They laugh a lot. It was a party, and it's incredible because in some tribes they was in conflict with other tribes, and in one tribe they said, "Oh, you have to stay in this inside of the tribe because like a week ago, 5 or 7 of them was killed for a conflict, you know, and." They were in war with the other tribe, but with me, they are like children, you know? Very, very peaceful and very, how do you say?
Welcome.
Welcome, you know?
Did any of these tribes, did anyone speak English, or did you have?
No, I didn't find any tribe who speaks English. It was an interesting thing because I spoke English with my guide.
This is your guy.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know you would do that. It's way much better. We're advertising. Sorry about that. This song was captured in the tribes. Exactly the same equipment. Exactly the same one.
What are they fighting over? What are they fighting about?
Lands. Possession of land.
And what do they fight with? Do they get guns or something? Oh, knives.
It's, how do you say? Spears.
Oh, they're really?
Yes.
All right. How big are the tribes? How many people are? How big are the tribes? How many people
Well,
are?
there are not so many. 150, sometimes 50, sometimes 100. It's not. It's many tribes, but you know. And they are not. They are like this Pukot tribe over here. Like 50 kilometers, there is a Samburu. It's not other ethnic people.